too long, and it was honestly kind of dreadful. So let's start over. I'm just resetting for February because I feel like I need a whole new do-over. I don't know. January was rough, that's all. I love watching myself do time lapses because it looks like I'm being so productive, like so quickly. I like to pretend that it went by that quickly, even though like some of the things I do take all day. You guys, look at what I got. You know, I always make fun of my sister for having one of those stupid box cutter things, but I guess it's not stupid after all. It's a card holder. So cute, right? Something about the fact that I'm an adult and I'm gonna be paying for adult errands, and I'm gonna take out my cute little Harry Styles card holder. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I love it. I need to clean my bedroom. It's so bad right now, and I feel like I never let it get this bad. Once there's clothes on the floor, I feel like I've hit rock bottom. So, and I need to do laundry, and I still need to unpack. It's so bad. I need to fix my entire life. At least I went grocery shopping. I got that done. I used to love going grocery shopping, and now I can't stand it anymore because the grocery stores here are just small and too crowded. I miss Publix. I remember when I left Florida, I joked that the only thing I was gonna miss about Florida was Publix, but it's actually true. I need to deal with this first. I'm always okay if my closet looks a little bit a mess, because I feel like I can stuff everything in there, and if my room looks good, it's fine if in there it looks a mess, because no one should see that anyway. Putting the duvet cover on the duvet, that was the worst experience of my life. Why am I literally sweating? My sweater is from H&M, this jacket is from H&M, the jeans are from H&M, and my shoes are Sambas. I don't know why I'm a walking H&M ad right now. and it was so expensive. The matcha did not even taste good. You know how some people say matcha tastes like grass? I actually don't mind when matcha tastes like grass. I kind of like it. Like with coconut milk, it's usually really good too. But this one just tasted like absolutely nothing. It kind of tasted like water with some coconut milk in it. It was kind of disgusting and it was really expensive, so love that. I love that for me. But I needed to use their internet, so I guess I really paid $6 for internet. And then because the matcha was so bad, I wanted something else to eat with it, so I got a cookie, and the cookie was bad too, and the cookie was also $5. I was robbed today. I went back to the Muji store and I got these little notebooks that cost literally 90 cents. And these are gonna be my journals for traveling. I saw someone saying like, it's best to not take your other, you see, there's like, are you a journal type of person or are you a diary kind of person? And I am both. I need to be writing everything at all times, and I write a lot. Sometimes I sit down at our island and I would literally be writing 5 pages straight, and my sister's like, girl, you were writing for so long. So yeah, I got these for like travel because this person put it in my head that like, oh, you should get these because if you take your other like diary, journal, whatever, you could lose it while you're out of the country or something, and that kind of terrified me. So these were 90 cents too, so that's a steal. And they're each 30 pages. I think 30 pages, which I feel like is more than enough. But I got 3 of them anyway. And that should be good for an entire year of travels. And then I got new sunscreen. I usually use this is not from Muji, by the way. This is from a random store in Chinatown. It's called 0035mm. I don't really know what that means. I'm gonna put it on the screen. But they have like so many skincare things that I use that I usually get on Amazon, which isn't the best to get Korean skincare from Amazon because not all the time it's authentic. But I usually use Beauty of Joseon and I'm running out of it. So I got this one to try, Round Lab. I know it's pretty popular. I just hope that I'm not allergic to birch juice. I feel like everyone loves it unless they're allergic to birch juice. I put it on my hand though. So I feel like if I was allergic to it, it's been about 2 hours since I put it on my hand, and I feel like if I was allergic to it, it would be bad. But on my face, only God knows what's gonna happen. I hope it's good. I'm in the kitchen because I need to make dinner or something, even though I really don't want to cook. But anyway, I'm watching my last episode of Drive to Survive, and a lot of people asked me if I got into Formula One because of this show, because that's how a lot of people found it. But I actually read a book. I read this book, and I was like, I have no idea what this sport is. And then I looked it up and it was just very interesting. And I've been watching it for about a year and a half, and I never watched Drive to Survive, and now that the season's not happening, I was kind of bored. And the next season, which is going to show the 2023 season, is coming out February. So I'm really excited for that. The show, it's interesting because I feel like after watching the show, I mean, I just love reality TV in general. It's like my guilty pleasure, any kind of reality TV. And watching the show kind of makes me realize like why some people don't like Max, or why some people don't like Lewis, or why they think like this feud is so personal. I mean, maybe it is, I don't know these people, but it's a sport at the end of the day, you know? Like, I really don't think it's that personal. But who knows? But I don't know, I've never disliked any of them. I quite like Max, and I like Lewis, and I like Lando. Honestly, I kind of like all of them. I'm rooting for everyone, but I'm rooting for McLaren the most. You know what's a topic I love in books so much? When a woman like admires another woman so much that she becomes a little bit obsessive, and it's just because she wants to better herself and become like the other woman. I don't have any experience with that, but I just find it very interesting to read. And I always feel some sort of sympathy towards the obsessive woman. And also in general, I love reading books about women that get a little obsessive and crazy because, I don't know, that's just peak entertainment to me. This is what I'm having: Trader Joe's roasted garlic and pesto pizza with deep fried crust. I'm usually against like deep frying everything. I think it's so unnecessary, but this is actually really good. I literally stayed up all night reading this book. I didn't mean to do that. But I'm actually really happy that I loved it because we had to vote for books in our book club, and I voted for this one. It would be kind of bad if I voted for this and then I hated it. I loved it so much. I said I was just going to read until page 200, which was just going to be like 50 pages or something, and then I ended up finishing the entire book. Oh my god. I know some people were let down by the ending, but I don't know. I loved it. I'm stripping my bed because if I don't, I'm gonna lay in it all day, and I'm gonna make it up with new sheets, obviously. At the end of the day, when it's time to sleep again, I just can't believe that there are people in this world that are not affected by the weather. Like, the weather is like this every day, and I just want to curl up in this bed. And anyway, this is how bad it's become. I'm taking my own rights to sheets. I really like matcha, but sometimes I miss drinking coffee. I haven't had coffee in over a year. I think like in a couple days it's gonna be 1 year and a month. And sometimes I really miss drinking it, and I feel like I could go back to drinking it and just drinking maybe one a day, but then I remember how out of control I got. So, also since I stopped, my acne cleared up. Like, every dark spot that's on my face used to just be serious acne, and it cleared up since I stopped drinking coffee, so I guess I can't go back. I have to remind myself of the consequences if I do want to go back to drinking coffee. Last night I had a dream about Jacob Elordi, and I woke up so angry because it wasn't real. That is concerning, but seriously, I woke up out of my sleep and I'm like, first of all, I wasn't done. Like, I wanted to see how that ended. It was nothing special. Like, we were seriously just hanging out, and for some reason we were in my hometown, and it was just a bunch of people hanging out, and Jacob Elordi was there, and he was really funny. Nothing special happened, but I still wanted to see how it ended. But I woke up. You see, I ate and I already want to go back in bed because the weather's awful, but I can't, and I won't. There are no sheets on my bed. I won't go back to bed. I have to just sit it out and wait for my food to settle so I can go to the gym. Why is life so hard in January? I can't take it anymore. I feel bad for anyone who has a birthday in January. My sister has a birthday in January. How do you deal with this? I feel like I have a story about being on the train every time I go on, but a couple days ago, I was reading my book, head down, and then I hear someone sneeze, and then right after that, I just hear, what the fuck? And I look around, like I look up, and this girl is like wiping her face and like wiping her jacket. And it's because the person right next to her sneezed in her face and on her jacket. And I was just like, that is appalling. Like, I don't know what I would have done if that were me. I think I would have ended up on the local news because what? Sneezing in someone's face is fucking crazy. And I feel like usually in New York, when there's on the train, when there's any kind of confrontation or anything that happens, everyone's minding their business and they're like, that is your problem. I don't care. I'm not getting involved. I'm not even looking that way. Like, people just don't do anything. And then everyone on the train, I look up and everyone was like having this physical reaction to her sneezing on the other girl. Everyone was just there like what the fuck did you just do? Like, ew. And it was just the whole cart was having a moment. It was just a moment of silence after that. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I think she genuinely didn't realize she was ready to sneeze. She didn't have like a tissue or anything. And it was just like, the only other thing that happened to me in the train station is that there was this old woman and she had one of those cart things for her groceries, and she was standing on the top of the stairs, and I didn't like know why, and she asked me to bring it down for her, and I had to look around to make sure that she just really wanted to help. It's kind of sad that my first instinct was, okay, I have to make sure that she's not a part of a human trafficking scheme. Like, I had to look around, make sure there were no men, and I was like, yeah, of course I'll. It's so sad that that was my first like reaction, but I helped her anyway, down 3 flights of stairs, and it made me miss my train, but it's fine. I feel like the good karma came around because after staying, I had a couple, like my bag was kind of heavy. I had all my journals in there, which I need to stop taking all this around because it made my bag really heavy, having 3 different journals and also a hardcover book and my Kindle. But anyway, as I got down the stairs, my train was literally just closing the doors and leaving, and I was like, fuck. But it's fine. I stood there and waited for 9 minutes, and then when I got on, there was only 1 seat left, and I got to sit down. So I feel like that was my good karma. I'm finally going to the gym. Honestly, please cheer for me. Wherever you are, just cheer for me because I never thought I'd make it. And I'm taking a cup because they have this water fountain thing downstairs and they always forget to replace the cups. And so I want to get water. I'm just taking my own cup, okay? This is what I was explaining, the water fountain, but sometimes they don't have any cups. Also, I'm probably not gonna film anything in here because I film on my phone and I need to listen to music, so bye! Sometimes I get the urge to come here at 3 a.m. but I don't because when it gets really dark outside, like I can't tell who's out there looking in at me and that kind of creeps me out. I think half of my time living in New York is gonna just be spent waiting for that elevator, honestly. I've been trying to make it to the gym for like 4 days straight and I just never make it because I have not had the will to do anything like live. But when I'm there, when I finally do get to the gym, it distracts me so much from life. So I really should keep going. I spent like, I actually don't know, like an hour and a half there. It was fun. I did full body. I did cardio. I did weights.
Because she can be a belle doesn't mean that you'll pass you